Hello. Hi. It's been a while. It's been a while since I went live. It's good to see you all. Ooh, I got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of messages that I have to share. Been really receiving a lot of downloads lately. Coming in hot. All right. Let's just get this straight right here. I got my Kofif. Hello. I got my Kofif. All right. I got the Zinnies. This. So it's raining here right now. It's so beautiful. It's raining so hard. I love the rain. I love rain. Makes me Irish bones feel nice, it's like feels like I'm at home. There's a lot of things that I have to share with you. I have my cards here with me, but I don't know if I'm going to even touch them because just received a lot of downloads this morning, and I'm going to share them with you, so you better be ready. Yeah, so there's something significant about rain, and everything is a message, right? Everything is a message for all of us, always. But, as channelers and tarot readers, we get the gift of being acutely aware that everything is a message. So, like, everything is a message for all of us all the time, though. So it can be a little overwhelming once you start to become consciously aware of that. But, like when you're shuffling tarot cards for someone and a message isn't coming out for a while, that's a message. Maybe it's teaching you to rely on your own inner wisdom. It's a message about silence, the value of silence. Everything is a message, and that's gonna be woven through a lot of the things that I'm going to share with you today. Everything is a message. Everything is part of it. There is nothing outside of it. So there's going to be a lot of threads that go through this whole message. So rain is a message. Water is very cleansing, especially when it comes from nature, man. Like directly from nature anyway. The ocean, rain. This rainstorm feels very significant, like it's washing away things that don't belong. It's washing away things that don't belong in your experience anymore. There's a lot of renewal energy, a lot of death and rebirth energy right now. It's Gemini season, baby. It's my season here. Yeah, so but still, even if it's not raining there, I just feel like something really significant here is happening about like things being washed away. Maybe even before you understand why, or like maybe before you understand the totality of like what is being washed away. You see what I'm saying? So, man, there's so much that I have to say. This is what happens when I don't go make a video for a while. Everything is like trying to push its way out of my mouth at the same time. This one might be long, but it's good. There's a lot to talk about. Let me see if I need to say anything. Thank you. Yeah, so there's going to be like a lot of weaving of different things through this message. So water is significant, rain is significant, washing away old things, like even when you drink a glass of water, like speaking things into it changes the molecular structure of it, and like drinking it with those positive words in there changes you on a molecular level. Like water is so powerful, and it's such a significant energy right now. Like I'll be intimate about something in my own life where it's like I recently took this goofy little job, and like I've been so angry that like so many of my shifts at this place so far, I've had to walk for 30 minutes there or like 30 minutes home in the rain. And it feels like God was like, you're not supposed to be here. like trying to block me or something. And the last 2 days in a row, I've been called off now because of this rain. So it's like, whenever stuff like this happens, we have a choice. We can rail against it and say, oh, well, I'm just being tortured. All my money's being taken away from me. You know, I'm unlucky. I'm this, I'm that. Like, I'm being punished. This sucks. Or you can look at it as, God took me out of that place for the last 2 days so I could do this, so I could take care of myself, so I could talk to my beautiful friends, so I could process, so I could work on my goals, so I could live my best life. So something significant there about like being, okay, here we go. You have to stop telling yourself that you are being, and anyone who's here, please do me a favor and like the video. It's as difficult as you tell yourself it's going to be. It's as easy and as difficult as we tell ourselves it's going to be. Cool. Guys, if everyone who is here wouldn't mind liking the video, please, so it circulates, I would deeply appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's get that algorithm working for me. Okay, let's cook. You have to stop telling yourself that you are being delayed, distracted, or denied. That energy, that interpretation of events, that are going on right now is causing you or setting you up to cause yourself to be delayed, distracted, or denied. You see? In effect, you are manifesting the very thing that you're afraid of with the way that you are interpreting certain events, or the way you are setting yourself up to interpret certain events. So, like, God is literally putting you in positions you asked to be in, even if it's not the way that your ego or your conscious mind thought it would be or thought it should look. and you're in danger of interpreting it incorrectly. Everyone, please like the video. Welcome. Thank you. So God is literally putting you in positions that you asked to be in, giving you things that you asked for, prayed for, even if it's in ways that maybe don't yet look the way you thought they would or the way that you thought they should. And you're in danger, not saying you definitely are interpreting it incorrectly, but you're in danger of interpreting it incorrectly, which is manifesting the exact outcome that you fear. So it's the energy of getting called off from work and you're like, oh crap, now I'm not going to make any money. When you asked God for this to be the time for you to step into your life purpose and focus on the things that you were sent to this plane to focus on. But you're so focused on, oh man, now I'm not going to make that $100, so stressed out about that you can't see that God just plopped you on your butt at home for the day so that you could actually do the things that will set you up for the divine, unfathomable abundance that is destined for you. You see what I'm saying? So just be careful about how you're interpreting the events of your life right now. We talk about stories that we tell ourselves all the time in these videos on this channel. All is of the mind. The stories that we tell ourselves about ourselves, the events of our lives, the things that happen, the stories that we tell ourselves are so powerful, which is why, oh, that's so awesome. Thank you. This is why Ram Dass talks a lot about being nobody, becoming empty. That's why there's a lot of talk in spiritual teachers and communities, and even Jadina has been posting things about becoming empty, where it's becoming storyless. Because sometimes the stories that thank you so much. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you. I deeply appreciate that. The stories that we tell ourselves, say that lack mentality of oh my God, I got called off work. Now I'm not going to make this $90 that I would have made. When it's you've been praying and praying and praying for the time and space to actually do the things that fill you up, do the things that are in line with your life purpose. And God goes, okay, plop, let me put you in your home for the day so you can do the things that you asked to do. But your fear, trauma, lack mentality, generational lack stories, societal conditioning, all these things can really have a negative impact on the way we interpret things. So just be really careful about, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Yeah, sometimes going to the hospital is divine intervention. I mean, everything is divine intervention. God is present in all things. God is present in all things and all things that happen. So it's I have a chronic illness. I go to the hospital when things get bad, and it's Sometimes God puts us still, puts us in a place of stillness so that we can receive certain messages that we wouldn't if we were filling our days with whatever. You know what I mean? Sometimes God gives us the rest that we were refusing to take. You know? Sometimes God puts us in a place of stillness or a place of isolation because we would never have done it ourselves. You know? So God is literally putting you in alignment with everything that you asked for. But the way that you're interpreting it is threatening to put you out of alignment. So just be careful. I have to pee. I'll be back. I have to pee. Okay, cool. I wasn't going to be able to focus. So there's a message of like allowing yourself to be carried, right? You are not going to oh my God, Sean. Okay, so there is so much happening in my life and the lives of the people around me, my closest friends, where it's like these terrifying tower moments are happening, right? Things that can easily be interpreted as horrible life events, right? And if we don't practice faith in God, if we don't practice knowing that everything is happening for us, we can make those events into tragedies. You see the power of our minds and the power of our interpretation, where it's literally like God is putting you at a crossroads, or what could be interpreted as a crossroads, or like knocking you out of a certain situation, knocking you out of a certain job, making things fall apart, because that's putting you in alignment with what you asked for. So, yes, exactly. So breathe, expand into the changes being asked of you right now. The title obviously is a Green Day lyric, very important band to me my whole life. Make the best of this test and don't ask why. Like, you're being tested. Your faith is perhaps being tested. Or so you could look at it that way. Your ability to have faith is being tested. See? It's not so much, it's almost like God is like I see somebody in like an airplane about to jump out and like they're going skydiving for the first time, and God is like behind them, and God is like, do you trust me? How much do you trust me? Let's go. And then you just fall and you're like, okay. What other choice do we have? To look at everything like it's a torture chamber? Yes. Zoomed out perspective is a perfect thing to say right now. I keep saying that keeps coming up in conversations lately where it's like to look out, to zoom out. I had a message come through in a video recently where it was like, you are being called into your life purpose right now, not just to provide you with the abundance that you've always deserved, not just to provide you with a beautiful life, which of course it is, but you're being called into your life purpose because the world needs you there. Your community needs you there. The world needs the healers of the world to be stepping into their purpose right now. The world needs the creators of the world to be stepping into their purpose right now. There is a mass spiritual awakening happening right now on all levels of the universe. There is a mass stepping into life purpose happening right now. So there's a sense of duty with that. There's a sense of holding both, where it's like, oh, I'm being blessed with my path accelerating right now for my own life, for my own blessings, for my own joy, my own abundance, my own prosperity, and because my bloodline needs me, my community needs me, and the world needs me. What's that called? The butterfly effect, where it's like nothing happens in a vacuum. So someone stepping into their life purpose in friggin' France is going to have an effect on the whole world. We are all one consciousness. So there's a lot of big things happening right now in the world where it's like, this is wow, 111 on the clock. Okay, here we go. Next message. Effortless. There's a big message around effortlessness. There is a call to be effortless right now. Your purpose, your divinity, your life is supposed to be effortless right now. The next steps are presented effortlessly. So if you find yourself too up in your head, trying to micromanage and figure out every next little step, and what do I got to do after this, and what am I going to do here, and then I'm going to go here and do this. breathe, and let go. God, I need you is the simplest, most powerful, most profound prayer. God, I need you. Show me. I've had so many times, I'm doing it right now. I've had so many times in my life and my journey where I've just been like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. God, show me, please. I let go. I'm not going to try to figure all this out anymore. Just please show me where to put my right foot next. And that's it. The last time, I do that many, many times throughout my journey, but the last biggest example of that I could give you is in early April of 2024. I wrote that prayer in my notebook. I was like, God, just show me. I am so sick of trying to figure everything out, trying to figure out what steps to take next for my life purpose. I have all these things that I want to do, all these things that I want to accomplish. And I just felt like I was banging my head up against a brick wall. And I literally wrote in my notebook, God, just show me. Show me where to go. I don't know. And within probably days, I found myself at my grandfather's bedside taking care of him for the last 3 days of his life. And when he died, alone in a room with me, then I moved in with my grandmother. Because it was like, of course, that was just the next thing to do. I'm here. He's dropped the body. My grandmother's going to be alone. I have no children. I have nothing beyond a stupid little restaurant job and an apartment with 2 months left on the lease. Thank you. So it was just like, okay, now I'm taking care of him. Now I'm giving him his meds. Now I'm with him as he drops the body. Now I move in with my grandmother. That was just it. So it's like that came after giving up what I thought I had to work, like rip my fingers to the bone trying to figure out and micromanage every little thing. I'm going to sing here. I'm going to do this, upload this video and upload that. And then I'm going to cut down these shifts and go to God, show me. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Just show me where you want me. Take me where I'm supposed to go. And doesn't that just feel better? And with all the horrors that situation brought, underlying it was this extremely beautiful, peaceful sense of like, oh, of course, this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. There's no question, like, this is exactly what's supposed to be happening. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Oh, yeah, of course. So it's like the mind is a wonderful servant and a terrible master. It can really get in the way of life, you know? It can really play us out of our position if we're not careful. So, effortlessness. If you find yourself too up in your head trying to micromanage and put everything where it's supposed to be, my goodness, the emails, check the emails. And like move everything around and like giving yourself stomach cramps trying to figure out all the next moves. Just breathe, man. Let go. And know that when you set that intention of God, please just show me where to step next. Take me where you need me to go. It will come. I'm doing it right now in my life. You know, we talk a lot. I talk a lot on here about being in recovery, and like I'm in recovery from drugs and alcohol, and it's like we say a lot in recovery circles, like I live a life beyond my wildest dreams. But if you would have told me 10, 15 years ago that this would be a life beyond my wildest dreams, I wouldn't have believed you. Because, you know, personally for me, when I was like 23, 24, I would have thought that a life beyond my wildest dreams would be, you know, being Ariana Grande level famous, touring the world, being, you know, a celebrity that's never left alone. And like, that was what I was so clung to as a life beyond my wildest dreams. And it's like, today, a life beyond my wildest dreams is having food in my fridge and a roof over my head and beautiful friends and like coffee and being on a live and talking about this stuff. Like, I truly live a life beyond my wildest dreams today. And it astounds me every moment of every day. So it's that kind of energy where it's like your purpose and the unfolding. Thank you so much. I love you. I'll see you next time. Your purpose unfolding. I can't wait to read all these messages. You guys are dropping some gold in here. I can't read everything right now, but yeah, I can't wait to read everything that you guys are saying. Oh man, thank you. Your purpose, by God's will, unfolding in God's timing and the way God wants it to look, might not always look the way you or your ego or your trauma or your conscious mind wants it to look or once thought it would look like. But you'll know. That's part of the reason why we were gifted with an intuition as human beings. It's like, you know, alignment when it's happening. You just know. You know? Thank you. I'm glad you're here. This is one of the reasons we were gifted with an intuition. Your body knows alignment. Your soul knows alignment. Your head can sometimes work against you, where it's like, oh, fretting over the details and fretting over how is this going to work and what am I going to do? And this doesn't, you know, it's not looking exactly the way I thought it would, or blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So don't let your mind play yourself out of your position. There's a call to be formless right now. There's a call to be spacious and expand around this time. There is an expansion happening. Don't fight it. Don't get so attached to certain outcomes that you play yourself out of the joy that is presenting itself to you right now. Don't get so attached to the way that things are supposed to look. And I say this all with much love. Everyone, please like the video so it circulates. I would deeply appreciate it. Thank you. Because it goes back to that earlier message of like, God could be putting you in alignment, but it's not the way you thought it's going to look. So you wind up screwing yourself out of alignment. Whoops. Ooh, okay. So the calling I wrote the calling you've got. Ah, no way. That's so funny. Ah! That's so awesome. Aw. I love that so much. Thank you. The calling and the prayer, my God, I want to cry. The calling and the prayer you've got over your life right now, and the ultimate calling of your life is going to, of course, require action of you, but it's going to be easeful action. And like, oh, of course, this is what I do next. It's not going to feel like an uphill battle. It's not going to feel like a Sisyphean task of constant force and pushing and pulling. The effortless flow of alignment. The effortless flow of alignment. Action, work, long hours that leave you full at the end of the day. Long hours and action and work and doing that leaves you filled at the end of the day. I made a video maybe like over 2 years ago about work that depletes us and work that fills us. And it's alignment. It's all about alignment. It's like, think about putting on a play, a production, a beautiful, like, revolutionary production of a play. Like, of course, that's going to take work, right? That's going to need sound people and light people and actors and costume people and musicians and writers and long hours of practice and long hours of rehearsal and advertising and getting the word out. But it's like there is a divine purpose being fulfilled by this production. So the work and the long hours and the sleepless nights, they leave you full. It's the energy of like, recently I got together with a bunch of people that I love very, very much. And it's like, we barely slept this whole trip, but it was like, man, I feel full. I feel restored in ways that 8 hours of sleep every night could never do. You say? because that was exactly where I was supposed to be. Those are exactly the people that I was supposed to be with. You see? Yeah. The effortless flow of alignment. So how can you give yourself over to the next easeful action that presents itself instead of being all in your head, trying to control and build and manipulate everything into the way you think it should be? God, I need you. The simplest, most profound prayer. When you find yourself doing too much, God, I need you. I'm overwhelmed. Show me. Please just show me. Don't let worry block your miracles. Or like, there's a lot of, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Releasing expectations. Thank you, Sean. Get some rest. Yeah. Releasing expectations. Releasing attachment to certain outcomes. Don't let worry block your miracles. Don't let your expectations block your miracles. Don't let your attachment to certain outcomes block your miracles, screw you out of enjoying the present moment. And there was a message that came in earlier about like being pared down and stripped down. So like something about your life is being simplified right now. It could feel like a tower moment just came in and like, yeah. Invite them in for tea, as it were. There's something being stripped down and pared down about your life right now. Coming out of like making things too complicated. Rain. Think about rain, the way it washes things away. There comes rain back in. Why? I mean, that's for see, that's an example of thinking too much. Don't worry about why. That will all be made clear in time. Why things are being stripped down and pared down and simplified. More will be revealed. More will be revealed. Man, like, I have OCD. I've had OCD my whole life since I was a kid. And that was a way, and still is a way, that I seek to have control over my experience. It's a way that I seek to know everything that's coming next. You know what I mean? When that's a neurotic way to live. Yes, I do tarot. Yeah. That goes back, David, that goes back to the message of like praying for God to show you where to go next. And God pulling you into alignment with wherever God wants you to be, whatever God wants you to be doing. You think when I prayed that prayer of God, please show me where to step next, that I thought I would be at my grandfather's bedside taking care of him and then wrapping up, basically burning my whole life to the ground to move in? I'm doing a reading right now, dear. But yes, I'm going to start. I'm going to, I'm doing some work behind the scenes right now to launch one-on-one tarot readings right now. More will be revealed. You know, when so the example of that is like that time 2 years ago, I was trying to micromanage and like smush my life into like all these things, and like, oh, I got to create this. Like all of my creative things were at the forefront of my imagination. So I was like, okay, I got to create this, and then I'm going to create this, and then I'll cut down my shifts here, and then I'll be able to do this more, and beep, 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 in the name of living my life purpose, right? And I got so overwhelmed trying to micromanage my life purpose that I got so sick of it, feeling like I was banging my head up against a brick wall, that I just had to throw my hands up and say, God, take me where you want me. And then I was pulled into my divine purpose in ways that my conscious mind, my ego, could have very easily interpreted to be the darkest thing that could possibly happen. But through this whole experience, there was a very clear sense in my body, mind, soul, everything, that I was exactly where I was supposed to be. You want to live your life purpose, God said? Usher your grandfather through his death. So we don't need to know why just yet. Yeah, playing, yes. That's huge. Think of a child, man. A child doesn't ask why things are unfolding the way they do. I mean, of course, children ask why this, why that. They're curious and they want to know, they want to learn. That's how they learn. Yes, exactly. Everything else shall be added. More will be revealed. Exactly. So, yeah, tapping into that inner child energy where it's like a kid is just in the moment. A kid is just enjoying the way life unfolds right in front of them. Yeah. I mean, it's as easy or as difficult as you interpret it to be. It's as easy or as difficult as you tell yourself it is. So yeah, that play energy. None of this, like all of these messages today have a lightness to them, a letting go, a freedom. You see? Enjoy it. Enjoy the unfolding. Enjoy the unfolding of whatever. You know, I know I put the word test in the title, but it's only a test if you interpret it that way. I feel complete with that. 49:49 on the timer when I look up. I am deeply grateful for all of your support and love and kindness. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time.